What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. The market went crazy today. We saw a ton of selling pressure throughout the day, and one of the quickest reversals at the end of the day. We could take a look at the SPY right here. It went from like 429 up to like 434 in like only like half an hour or so. So that was one of the quickest reversals I've seen in quite some time. And all across the board, we saw so much selling pressure. Palantir was down huge. Neo, DraftKings, Apple, Microsoft, you name it, it was probably red today. So in this video, we're going to cover some of the best plays for tomorrow and just some important news right now. But if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe. We post brand new videos every single day, and let us know in the comments down below what stocks you guys are focusing on right now, and we'll take a look at them in the next video. But, Tom, fill us in. What's going on in the market?
Yeah, initially this morning, almost all stocks had gapped down. The S&P 500 actually had a really bad night overnight with futures always opening up on Sunday night. So it kind of gave us some insight into what was going to happen. And we saw at open, the market continued down. But like you talked about, Mike, that recovery at the end of the day was really good. We came right back to the upside, passing back above 434, which I think was honestly a pretty key resistance today. We bounced off of it 3 times before falling to the downside. So that's a really big level here. And I have a really good feeling the SPY might continue back up tomorrow. This is a really big jump, but the market's all over the place right now. There was a lot of selling pressure that came into the market early on today. Like we can see here in the middle of the day, the market was really getting low around 428 before this reversal. So it's really hard to say for tomorrow, especially with Powell going on. We have FOMC meetings tomorrow and on Wednesday. So really watch out for that. Powell's set to speak around 2 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. So look out for that. It's going to be an adventurous week for sure. And we can already see to start off the week really volatile.
For sure. So I know that there's a lot going on, one in the US market, but also in the market in China. I know that there's a lot going on with Evergrande that's really just causing a lot of uncertainty in the market right now. Plus, just investors are de-risking themselves given that the market is so high. Plus, September is usually one of the worst months for stocks. So, if you're a little nervous or if you don't know what to play when stocks are going down, VXX is a great ETF to trade. UVXY is also another pretty good one. UVXY was up like 16% on the day, but it was actually up a lot more before the end of the day tank, you can say. And then even SPXS, these 3 plays normally explode up when the market tanks. So definitely keep those ones on your radar. And like you said, Tom, we have Powell speaking on Wednesday. So, we're seeing a lot of volatility right now, but it'll probably only continue to get more volatile. And you see some of these stocks like Palantir that had such a great month. It just sucks to see them turn around and have like a 8% drop.
Yeah, for sure. And they actually fell through that big 2750 resistance, which was pretty tough to pass on the way up. And then I guess you could call it a support now, but ended up falling below 2750. Just not looking good for just about any stock today. Almost all of them went down. We saw Palantir, DraftKings, even Boeing had a pretty bad red day today. And it was just a really bad sell-off, but at least a lot of them recovered up at the end. That was good to see, but a lot of them gapped down so much early on that they just could not recover at the end of the day today. But hopefully that kind of keeps up. And then one more stock I really wanted to talk about was Smile Direct Club. A lot of people are talking about this stock and seems to be a nicely running penny stock. Ended up down 3% today, but this recovery at the end of the day looks pretty good. And it had a lot of momentum early on. And it's also been pretty big on Wall Street bets lately.
There we go. So, with the market going crazy right now, there are a lot of opportunities with this. And I would say the biggest one is, of course you can like scalp and, mess around with some put day trades. But I would say like the biggest opportunity is buying some of these solid companies at good prices. Like you have DraftKings, Corsair, Palantir, NIO, CHPT, Boeing. There's a lot of good opportunities in the market right now. It doesn't have to be those stocks, but I really encourage you to, look around, see some stocks that you'd like to hold, and odds are that they're at a pretty good level right now. Like I know personally, I love DraftKings, Corsair, and CRSR, and then Boeing. So overall, there's a lot of great opportunities.
Yeah, there really is. And my favorites are like CHPT, NIO, PLUG. I really am on those EV stocks as they drop. I think that'll end up being pretty good. Even Ford and GM have been looking pretty good as they're starting to fall. So there's even opportunities with them. And like you said, a lot of stocks are down right now. It's going to create a lot of opportunities. You can really get into some great long-term plays.
Alrighty, so let's get right into our momentum plays for tomorrow. And with the first one, we have DraftKings to the downside.
Yep, and DraftKings has a pretty good bottom level there, right around $56 even. So make them fall right below 56.
All right, and then we have Microsoft also to the downside.
Yep, MSFT had a pretty bad day. Make them fall below 289.50.
All right, and then we also have C to the downside.
Yeah, these banks got crushed. Make C fall below $66.
Sounds good. So we were watching these three plays for potential day trades to the downside tomorrow. Basically, if they break below the levels Tom listed, we like them for quick in and out day trades to the downside. But now let's get right into our member of the day, which is Justin H. Huge shout out, Justin. Thank you so much for being a great supporter of the channel and of StockedUp. You're always commenting on the videos and even joining the live stream sometimes. So thank you so much, Justin, for all your support. And we really appreciate you being in the community. So thank you so much, Justin. Huge shout out to you. But let's get right into the comments from the previous video. With the first comment, we have Bravo saying, "Good stuff, guys. Keep up the good work. I feel like we started a rotation into small caps. Maybe reopening plays. What do you guys think of small caps like IWM? I have one chunk of my portfolio into small cap stocks named MSGS. How do you feel about that? Next levels." So I think that like I agree with you, but only to a certain extent. For example, like if we have the market falling off, like I would assume that some of these small caps like IWM would also fall off, and like we saw today, IWM was down around 2.5%, and the SPY was only down like 1.7%. So a lot of times, even the small caps get hurt worse than some of these bigger names. However, I do see what you mean with the rotation, and I agree with you. So, like for example, if we look at American Airlines today, Tom, this stock was one of the few stocks that were green, and this is kind of like a reopening play. So I definitely do see opportunity with like airlines, cruise lines. You could say some hotel stocks and things like that. You just have to be like just be very selective. Like I don't think now's the time to just get into like any small cap stock right now, or even IWM for that matter. And that's just my opinion. But I do like a select few reopening plays, like specifically like RCL.
Yeah, I think those look awesome. The cruise lines, the airlines have been doing really well. I really like that play you talked about with AAL, Mike. That's actually really good, right on that $20 support. And it's just really had a great day today, like you pointed out, with the overall market doing terrible. And he did mention MSGS, Madison Square Garden. This one's really tricky, but hey, at least their EPS is a little bit better, and it looks like they're recovering up. But I'm more of with Mike. I'd rather trade AAL or possibly even grab Boeing or something like that down here.
All right. So what levels do you have for MSGS?
Yeah, I mean, MSGS has a pretty good bottom support here around $160. It's hit it quite a few times, and it looks like it is trying to hold its ground, and it's definitely popping up lately, which is a nice thing to see. Looks like there is resistance, though, like right around 185 with MSGS, and we're having a lot of trouble breaking that, but as long as we can break this, I feel like it could be pretty good. Man, they got killed with COVID. I mean, I guess they're in New York, so it was just a bad state and everything. So I feel like they could end up recovering pretty good. I see a big resistance around 200. So that's honestly what I would target over the next month or two.
All right, and then we have Doom saying Palantir to the moon. It was looking so great over the past month, but today just kind of really it was like a slap in the face with Palantir. But either way, it was a tough day, but I still like it.
Yeah, I like it too. And it's really down around support again. Like 26 isn't bad. I see another one right around 25. So I feel like it could definitely kind of maybe consolidate here and then end up going back up. It definitely sat in a channel here for a long time. So I'd really look for it to maybe go back up sometime soon. And, if the overall market keeps going down, it's going to be hard for these stocks to go back up. So if the SPY continues down, just almost expect a lot of stocks to go down with it.
All right, and then we have Conor McGregor saying Boeing will boom this week. Let's take a look. I really like Boeing, actually. It's at like a crucial level right around 210. And this is just more of like a longer term play for me, but I do like it.
Yeah, I like it for the long term too. I am a little worried about it right here at this long-term trend line, but I do think it could end up holding around 200 to 210 and then going back up. It does look pretty good, I think, for the long term as well. And Boeing's definitely not going anywhere. They have a lot of influence, but man, Conor McGregor, get on your Twitter or something. I need you to tweet for people to buy Boeing or something.
Yeah, I know. It's at a pretty big level. And, like you said, they're probably not going anywhere. And, I know 210 is huge, but what's like some next major levels you have in mind?
Yeah, 210 looks pretty big. If we end up going to the upside, 215 is a pretty big resistance. We had a really big channel between 210 and 215 for a long time. We did fall below 210 today. So it's going to be kind of hard to see, but let me go back on the 4-hour chart. Looks like below 210, there is some resistance or some support, I should say, around 205. And then after that, I would look for the $200 even mark. That's honestly what I would look at. I think that's going to be a pretty big psychological level.
There we go. So guys, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. We post brand new videos every single day, and come join the Stocked Up Discord. It's completely free, and it's going to be that first link in the comments down below. You can chat with Tom and myself all day long, and we have a great community. And there's actually free day trades every single day in the Stocked Up Discord. Like I said, it's that first link in the comments down below. But Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, or any setups you are watching for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm really going to be eyeing up AMD actually. They had a pretty bad day today, finally falling below this low of like $102 that they were failing to break below. Finally fell below that and they bounced off this $100 support level. So I'm going to be watching them very, very closely. If they fall below 100, I might look for a pretty good play to the downside, maybe down to like 98 or something like that. But if they end up going back to the upside, it could be a pretty good play off support. But really have your eye on AMD. I think it could be a pretty great play for the next few weeks.
There we go. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments down below. And also let us know what stocks you guys are watching in the comments down below. But other than that, thanks for watching.